Al Loudon will be presenting the introduction to the award. Dr. Loudon was the director of debate at Wake Forest for 30 years. For those of you all that don't know, when Dr. Loudon showed up, the dean told him, don't bother getting comfy. Chances are we'll be shutting the program down within a year. And he fought from then to 30 years to provide everything that Wake Forest debate is today, along with Ross Smith. So with that limited introduction, Dr. Alan Loudon.
The best thing we did with the debate program that actually made a difference, and you're all reaping the rewards of that, is that we were able to hire people who were smarter than we were to get out of the way. And so I think that all the gratitude for this tournament and what's happening with Lake Debate, what's happening in the community and all of that goes to Jared and his staff. They're pretty fine folk. This thing's got a life of its own. The National Coach of the Year Award is now in its 46th year. It was presented initially from Emory University until 1990 as the Glenn Pelham Award. Then it moved for a short period to the University of South Carolina and continued and then migrated to this tournament because most folks came to this tournament, which is not a bad reason. Shortly thereafter, Ross Smith was the person who was selected as Coach of the Year. Before going on, let me just say there's some people who are in the room, I suspicion, that you know, who have won this award. When Emory was still running it and students voted, I got lucky one year. But the people who really won it, Bill Noonan in '98, Dallas Perkins, Will Repko, Joel Rollins, Sherry Hall, Scott Harris, Eric Morris, Dave Barnett, Adrian Rivero, and Fitz Maurer. Are you in the room, you guys? That's quite a list of characters. Good people. In 46 years, a lot of water passes under the bridge. And a lot of people do a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice. 46 years, some of those folks aren't with us. I just want to say a few names. Some of you won't know, some of you will know a few of them. But from 67 on, Annabelle Haygood, University of Alabama. She was a dynamo. She made debate happen in this country. Herb James from Dartmouth, Jack Lynch from St. Helens, Jim Unger from Georgetown, Tom Kane from Pittsburgh, Dan Bozick from Augustana, Walter Ehrlich from Vanderbilt, David may be here actually. He's the wrong list. He showed me the other list of people who wanted to ask. David didn't remember to talk. Doug Duke from Central Oklahoma, Scott Deathridge from Northridge, and the winner is a coach named after Ross K. Smith, are all people who spent their lives, gave their lives in some senses, important senses, made their community in debate. So those people have now passed. They made possible what's happening here this weekend and the whole year and making your careers go. I spent the day talking to people on the internet of famous folks who debated, who were making more money than I'll ever see in my lifetime, in very successful careers. And to a person, that happened 3 or 4 times today, to a person, it's because of debate that made that possible, because I can work hard, because I can think hard, because I know I can, was the kind of message. We have some people on our staff who I'm very proud of, and they tag teamed for a while before, as I understand, and with some success. So I'm going to turn the program over to 2 of our assistant coaches who will present the Ross K. Smith National Coach of the Year Award, Toya Green and Ryan Walsh.
Thank you all. We definitely appreciate this applause and support. Glory to God. When we talk about coaches and the dynamic power of coaching, it's hard for me to really pinpoint what is the perfect coach, what is the ideal coach, because all of the students that we coach are different, come from different places with different experience and desire different things. But when I got into Emporia State, my coach told me that he really didn't know how to get it done, but that he would sit down with me and work with me together. Something that he told us before every debate, was that we should go fight, win, put the ball in the hoop, don't fuck up, give them hell, and Google me, baby. Yes, ma'am. And so I think that these 5 things definitely come together to fit what I think was the perfect coach for Toya and I. So these are 5 tips to effective coaching.
With those 5 tips, we start with tip number 1. Sam was an awesome kind of vessel for just encouragement and motivation. So the first tip for all you coaches out there who are looking to give your debaters a little push, you have to give them a message of perseverance. And that's where that go fight win starts to play in. And that's because, especially with this style of debate, you get into, your more performative styles of arguments, and that 1AC and that 1NC is hot.
Yeah.
Can nobody tell you nothing?
Nothing.
But there's more to the debate. And it was a tough road trying to learn that and trying to figure out how we could think so hard about these original arguments, the arguments we were coming together and investing ourselves in, and why they weren't really taking us as far as they needed to go. But he simply, when he told us go fight win, he told us to persevere, to see it through, to evolve with the debate, and force the debate to evolve with you. So if you're looking for a tip to just invest in your debaters, you can definitely look to Mr. Maurer as a person who has mastered the craft of the message of perseverance.
Number 2, execution. Similar to his favorite football team, I believe the 9-0 Kansas City Chiefs. He told us to put the ball in the hoop. He told us to execute. Does this mean that we win? Does this mean that we lose? Hell, we don't know. We don't let a win go to our heart. Don't let a win go to our head, nor do we let a loss go to our heart. We were supposed to go into the debate and make sure that we said that what we wanted to say, regardless of whether or not it was the winning argument, but something that we found important within ourselves. And so the second most important part and the second most effective strategy of being a good coach is to be able to provide that level of execution for your debaters. Third is focus. I think like Ross, who says that we should enjoy a good swear word every now and so often, would enjoy Sam's sentiments of saying that we shouldn't fuck it up. What does it mean not to fuck it up? That means to make sure that you are invested, to make sure that you are focused, to make sure that you have your heart, your mind, and your soul dedicated to everything that you do. Because everything that you do is an extension of you. And we want to make sure that our extensions of ourselves reach out to other people, reach out to other faces, and reach out to other places to make sure that our words are effective. So we need to have focus.
YOLO, baby, you want to debate once. Holla.
Yeah.
The 4th tip that Sam definitely sold to us was this idea of indignation. It was an idea that you got to give it all to him. You got to go off in a certain level of, I got this. Is a necessary part of every single speech, every single cross-ex, every single moment of preparation that you have in this activity. You have to have the attitude that I know what's going on, that I have it together, and I'm going to seal the deal. So that's where I really see the give 'em hell. I want to see you tormented on the other side of the room. I want to see you going through sweating bullets,
Yes.
dreaming about me. Put a Facebook status up, I love it all. But that level of indignation that it takes to seal the deal and to know who you are is definitely an important tip, and that's tip number 4. And then lastly,
Yes. Come on, let them have it one time.
was simply the idea of swag.
Hey, now, somebody say something.
No matter what it is, no matter what it might feel like, no matter what that 2 a.m. might have came out like when you will have to sit down and figure out what's going to happen over the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, throughout the entire debate from the first timer to the end of the RFD, you got to make it look good. No matter what, just make it look good.
Yay.
Whether it's the clothes you put on, the way you spit your arguments, the poise and the very control that you exude in the room, baby, you got to have swag. And I'm going to tell you what else is important before I take, my seat. there was a song that a friend of mine did a little mixtape, a little spin on or whatever, and he copied it off of Tiana Taylor. And it was a song that really set in my spirit to the point where we had to play it before the debates. You know what that song was called? Somebody said, what was that song called?
What was the song called?
Thank you.
Hey.
The name of the song was simply Google Me, baby. And the thing about saying that you have to realize is at first we didn't really, it was something to that. We didn't know what it was. We couldn't figure out what that Google ability was. You type in our names, you type in Sam Maurer, you type in Toya Green, you type in Ryan Washington, not a lot will come up. Something, maybe. Oh, from Cedar Forums or something like that, our name, whatever. But not a whole lot. But you know what's funny? We kept saying, Google me, baby. Google me, baby. And all of a sudden, 2 crowns were united last year. And I guarantee you, if you pull out your smartphone right now, you can get on Google and type in Sam Maurer, and you tell me what you see.
Go fight, win.
Put the ball in the hoop.
Don't fuck it up.
Give them hell.
And Google me, baby. Please join us in welcoming the chairman himself and the recipient of the Ross K. Smith National Debate Coach of the Year Award to Mr. Samuel Maurer.
One more round of applause for Sam. All right, well, if y'all are up for it, we have some space set aside for people to get a chance to hang out and talk. We got Poplar 1 for people who want to talk about speaker points past, present, and future. We got Laurel for judge placement with Gary Larson. And Joe LeDuc just posted on NDTC forums that he was hoping that Poplar 2 could be a space for debaters to hang out with debaters. So without necessarily having judges and coaches around, just debaters a chance to hang out. So those are what the suggestions are. People can do whatever they'd like to do. Now thank y'all for coming this evening. We have some food and drink out there, and we'll have pairings out tomorrow morning at 6:50. And otherwise, I hope you get a chance to hang out with each other. Thank y'all.